So I would get a spatula, and then I would just go ahead and get part of his. I have them, but by the way, they're supposed to be divided into little squares here for him. So they're all divided in squares. So I'm going to get one of these here, like this. Right on here. Oh, I sneeze, excuse me. Close this back up, put it back in the refrigerator, but so there we go. Okay. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. Okay, so I have pumpkin in here, and I'm gonna do 4 teaspoons, or excuse me, 4 tablespoons of pumpkin. So it's probably like this size thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's pretty much, this is it for it, by the way. It's pretty much gone. So what I'll do is just use the rest of it, put it in the pile. So it's actually going to be more. It's going to be about 5 now. But normally I do 4 tablespoons. And the rest of this, what I do is I put water in it, and I stir it around, and I'll pour that into his dish so he can have mixed it with the other food, so I don't waste any of that pumpkin. So I mix it together. Let me move this out of the way. I mix it together. I usually put yogurt in it also, and it actually does have yogurt. And but since I will be traveling, I just put it all together. Put the yogurt on the food last night, so the yogurt's already on it. It's super good for the stomach, by the way. So if you feel that he's getting an upset stomach, make sure you give him a tablespoon of yogurt. Seems to work better than pumpkin. So there we go with that. That's what it's supposed to look like. Now I'm going to get, the plate was underneath. I have 2 plates. I'm going to get 3 tablespoons. Put it in like a little pile. So this way he can have this to eat before he starts eating the vitamins. I'll put this like this. I'm going to give it to him. Chui. While he's eating, I'll do 3 more piles. Actually, this looks like 4 piles, really. Okay. And this is what it's supposed to look like. 4 piles. And then I'm going to put in this vitamin B12. So what I do is I make it where it looks like it's just a little bit hole right there, just a little bit of a hole. And I put his vitamin inside of it, and it's supposed to be 0.5. So I measure it to 0.5. Also has instructions here, 0.5 everywhere on it. 0.5 ml. And I cover it up with the rest of the food. Just cover it back up like this, so you don't see the hole anymore. Do the same thing for his vitamins. So I'm not giving him the Union Bayo anymore. He doesn't take any antibiotics. He's not taking any other medicines. but just these vitamins here. So today is Monday morning. All of them are the same. This is the evening, this is the morning. It's just turmeric and, I think it's turmeric and cumin. And then this is the fish omega-3 pill. So I'm going to put these together. Put them together in the hole. Then I just cover it up like that. And then I give them these 3. And I put them on the dish. Come on, Chewy. That's good. All up, didn't you? Okay. Now this last part here. So I have this pile right here. I'm gonna put some water in this. You don't do this every day. What you do is usually just pour the water in the on top of the dog food. But since I have this with pumpkin in it, I just do that. If it was pumpkin inside of the can, then I would do the same thing. I would just put the water inside the can if it was the last of the pumpkin in the can. But today is this right here. So tonight you'll have to open this up for 4 tablespoons. So do this. I stir it all together, get all the pumpkin water out of it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all off at the edges. Most of it is. And I poured on top of this, but what I do is I put the plate on top of his other plate at the bottom, and then I pour it on top. So this way you don't have to transfer or carry the water in the plate onto the other plate. So it's just a lot easier to do, and it doesn't spill everywhere. So he's almost done. Oh, by the way, the water doesn't go past the top of this food, by the way. It goes like, you know, where it looks like almost like a little island, except for it does cover the food part of it. I'll show you in a second. So this right here, I'm going to take it over here to put over where Chuy's food's at. Stay. Hold on just one second, please. Okay. So right here, and you just pour it here like this. See how it's still some at the top showing. That's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so let's see here. We got that. Some more left. Then I'm going to show you when he's done, what I would do is wipe it down. I'd have to wipe him down when he's done. So you have paper towels in the bag, but they come in like to attach like this. So I fold it in half. Here's to attach, and then I do this where it's like, you know, shaped like a little, just fold it in half like this again. But I make sure just to get the middle part right here wet. I squeeze the water out too, by the way, so it's not so wet. It's just damp. Then I open it up. And then you just grab Chuy's cheeks, both his cheeks with both of it that's damp, and just wipe all around on the inside. And then the dry part, I just dry it around the cheek area, and then the flaps, and then under his, you know, and then fold it again and wipe it again, and then fold it again and wipe it again. till you get all of it off. But then also under his chin area too, he's gonna need to have that wiped too because he's a mess. He's very messy. He's almost done, so I'm about to do that. And then the last part, what I normally do is give him a Dasaquin. Dasaquin, I give him one of these, and he loves them. You won't have a problem giving him one of those. I think he's about done.